say does that star-spangled banner yet wave?
And welcome everyone to the NBA on 2K Sports. Brand new season. So glad to have you with us on this journey. In this game, we'll see Austin going up against Vancouver, along with Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson. This is Brian Anderson, and we've got our reporter, Allie LaForce. Here's what Austin has lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, and then Sunday.
And you know, for that matchup with New Jersey, that's one to watch for. The fourth contest of this brand new NBA season. I'm really interested in how those teams match up this early in the season.
And now Austin's starting group. They've got Junior, and it's Banks, in at power forward. And for Vancouver, they've got Johnson, and it's Ward, in at the 5. So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
And it's Austin with the ball. Junior against Ross. Pass to Fresh. It's deflected. And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. Here's Silk. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Vancouver making a switch here. Edwards is checked in. And here's Ross. Pass to Flash. From deep, Johnson. He buries it from 3.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
Here's Silk. Junior outside. Here's Goose. Vancouver with a rebound. Now here's Ross. Pass to Flash. Fires for 3. And Goose pulls it down.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Here's Silk. Here's Fresh. Drains the triple.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Outside Ross. Tries it from 16. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. For Austin, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. From deep, Junior. That shot missing. For Vancouver, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. Ross with it. Here's Edwards. Off target at the rim. Here's Fresh. Covered by Johnson. Pass to Junior. Here's Banks. Junior outside. 6 to shoot. There's a screen. Here's Fresh. No good on the triple. Fresh is gone 1 for 3 on the night. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. Here's Batista. Three-pointer, no good.
Just haven't found their offensive footing yet, only managing to sink 1 of their first 5 shots.
Pass to Silk. Oh, trying his luck from deep. And once again, off the mark by Austin. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Vancouver. It's a 3-point game. They swipe it. And here comes the break. And he dunks it down.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Silk's gone 2 for 3 from the field. Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
Outside Johnson. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. Just 5 on the clock. To snap the cold streak. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Davis, he's checked in for Vancouver.
Vancouver team. Number 9, Blake Davis.
Austin leading by 5. Here's Silk. He's got 5.
Vancouver foul called. Edwards. First personal foul, second team foul.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
Number 6, taking 2 shots.
That one's off. Good on the second one. Now Johnson. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And that's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Austin leading by 6. Here's Silk. He's got 6. Out left to the wing. Here's Fresh. No good on the 3.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Outside Ross.
Austin foul called. Number 13. First
Vancouver
personal foul,
shooting their first
team
free
foul.
throws of the game.
At the line for Vancouver, Edwards. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
First one falls for him. And both free throws good for Edwards. Austin leading by 4. Pass to Davis. Nance finds Davis. Here's Fresh. The 3. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Fresh has got his second basket of the night.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
And here's Edwards. Ooh, poked away. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Johnson. And again, it's Vancouver missing. For Austin, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Weaver played it in with a nice touch off the window.
Assisted by
Fresh has got 8 points.
And what's working here, each guy is willing to make the next pass.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
The NBA is focused on the next generation. Commissioner Adam Silver said a lot of top draft picks are incredibly skilled, but that doesn't necessarily translate to being team basketball players. There's an opportunity for us to be more active participants in developing younger players and getting kids active. BA?
One step ahead, Allie. Thanks. And he gets that one.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Now here's Johnson. Pass to Edwards. Outside Ross.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
To end the run. That's good. His first made shot in 3 attempts.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
And Mark Dagnall has called a timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over.
Adjustments are a part of every game and every quarter of a game. I think Coach sees something here.
Yeah, this is a good opportunity to get your group together and make sure everyone is on the same page.
substitutions here. Junior outside. There's a minute 40 left in the opening quarter. Pass to Nance. Here's the Cobra. Junior outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Shooting for Austin. Number 13 at the line for 2.
Free throw good. Junior. And both free throws good for Junior. Here's Johnson. Pass to Edwards. Here's Batista. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
Everyone in the building saw the obvious contact.
And a look at how the hustle game has been going for Austin.
So far, they've shown a terrific work ethic in transition, pushing the pace whenever possible and getting out ahead of the defense to score.
Yeah, we got to talk about how pestering they've been on defense, forcing turnovers and finding ways to score off them.
First free throw is good. Ross, he's checked in for Johnson. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Austin leading by 8. Now here is Junior. Inside. Shot's good by the Cobra.
They played with fantastic energy from the opening tip.
Yeah, they're in control on both ends of the court, and it's always impressive when you build a double-digit lead in the first quarter.
Now here's Ross. Lets it go from deep. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Ross against Junior. Pass to the Cobra. Now Davis. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Clock at 6. Here's the Cobra. The rebound by Ross. There's 21 seconds left in the first quarter. Outside Edwards. Back to Ross. Shoots. And it's good. Off the back rim and in. Ross has got his second basket on the night. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Austin ahead, up 8. And we'll get things started in the second quarter when we return. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen from Austin so far. Guys?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
And let me tell tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
Well, Grant, as you always say, in the playoffs, you need a player who can score in isolation.
That's true, B.A. And in a 7-game series, defenses disrupt your set offense. If your stars can go mano-a-mano and create something out of nothing, that's often the best you can get.
On the court for Austin, and it's Silk in at the 3. Oh, got that one up quick. The Cobra's got 5.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Pass to Maverick. Here's Malone. Outside Ross. Takes the 3. Pure from three-point range. Give him 8 points now.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Here's Goose. Throws it up high. It's tipped and stolen by Edwards. Here's the break. And Davis slams it home.
I like what I saw on both ends that time, hustling on defense to create some offense.
Pass to Goose.
Vancouver team ball.
For Vancouver, they've got 2 of 3 shots to go in the second. Ross finds Davis. Here's Malone. Outside Ross. Lets it go from the wing. Austin grabs a miss. They've led by as many as 11. That'll be their second of 3 games total on this road trip. Pass to Silk. Here's the Cobra. He's got 5. Drops in the 3.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Outside Edwards. Here's Malone. Outside Ross. Right wing. Fires the 3. Tries yet again. Davis hits.
How about the level of activity this dude just brings to the glass? Just refusing to give up on plays, and his teammates, trust me, they appreciate the effort.
Here's the Cobra. Give him 8 points now. Here's Fresh. And that bucket makes him 4 for 7 today. Good production.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Outside Edwards. To the inside. Pass to Maverick. Outside Ross. Off target with the 3.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in this ball game.
Goose passes to Fresh. And the 3 off target.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to drain another here in the second.
Here's Edwards. Right through the D for the layup.
Once he breaks out the crossover, you just know something special is about to happen.
Austin leading by 7. Pass to the Cobra. Here's Fresh. Nance outside. The 3 is up. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll head to the line for 3.
You know, not the smartest play a defender can make there.
It's his first trip to the line. And he's good on the first of 3. Juniors checked in for Austin. And he sinks the second. And he makes all 3.
Yeah, just knocking down every free throw. I mean, I love to see this kind of efficiency.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
We hear players proclaiming their love for the game, but former sharpshooter J.J. Redick said there's a distinction between loving the competition itself and loving the game and everything that goes into that. Guys say, I just want to play. Well, do you want to do all of the necessary things that lead up to that? Hey, Brian, 15 NBA seasons for Redick. He'd know.
He certainly would. Thanks, Allie. Now here's Ross. Give him 8. Knocks it down from distance. Ross has got 6 here in the quarter.
Slowly building up steam. Hit 1 from range in the first. He's hit 2 here in the second.
Here's Fresh. 10 points for him. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Edwards for 3. Nance pulls down the board. Austin leading by 7. Silk, the pass to Nance. Junior outside. Pass to Fresh. This one for 3. Vancouver with a rebound.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
It's Ross on the wing. Here's Ward. Over to the wing. Malone, pass to Edwards. Out to the right wing. 4 on the clock. Outside Ross. From deep. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Nance with a screen on Edwards. Here's Silk. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own. Silk's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Both teams deciding to change it up. And so it's Johnson with it. He brings it up for Vancouver. They trail by 7. It'll be the front end of a 2-game road trip. Shots blocked, and they'll get another chance. Drills it from deep. Batista's got 5 points.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
Here's Silk. He's got 9. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5. For Vancouver, they've gotten 7 of 15 shots here in the second quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Ross against Junior. Pass to Maverick. Here's Ward. Shot clock at 6. Here's Batista. The 3-pointer off the mark. Austin leading by 6. Fresh, the pass to Banks. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
These are his first free throws of the game.
Banks taking 2 shots.
And he's good on the second. A minute 37 left to play in the half. Outside Johnson. Pass to Maverick. Hey, puts up a three. And it's Junior with the rebound. Austin leading by 7. Here's Fresh. There's Davis with the three. And that's good. His first bucket of the game.
In today's NBA, you have to stretch the floor if you want to win. They have loads of confidence from three-point land right now.
Here's Ward. No points so far. Pass to Malone. Now Johnson. He takes it in. Malone, pass to Ward. Banks pulls it in. For Austin, they've gotten 6 of 9 attempts to go in the second. Looking good. Here's Fresh. 32 seconds left in the second period. Wide open, but he couldn't capitalize. Vancouver shooting 36% for the game. Not great. There's 18 seconds left in the second. Here's Flash. Three-pointer off the mark. Here's Fresh. 10 points for him. A deep three. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's Austin earning this break in the action, up 10. Their defensive efforts have paid off, effectively shutting down the opposing offense. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, one and all. Before we hear Kenny and Shaq's insights on that first half, let's look ahead and check out the upcoming schedule.
You can take a look at Austin. You really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And going back now to that first half, you could say things are going extremely well for Austin.
They're doing a nice job of getting their feet wet in the paint. I like the aggression, powering it up and sending it down.
Hey, if you can get the ball in close, why settle? Invite the defense to stop it.
And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Here's Vancouver. It's a 10-point game. Johnson is out there with Edwards. And it's Ward in at the 5 spot. Johnson passes to Ward. Here's Flash. Here's the pick. Fires from deep. He drops it from range.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
On the court for Austin, they've got Junior, and it's Fresh in at the shooting guard position. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Second personal foul, first team foul. At the line for Austin, number 21, 2 shots.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first one falls. Vancouver making a switch here. Ross is checked in. it's 1 of 2 from the stripe. Vancouver shooting 37% from the floor at this point. Here's Flash. Another shot. Good on the shot. Flash has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Those are some hustle points, really bonus points when you put in a miss.
Here's Silk. He's got 11. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. He's made 2 of his 3 attempts tonight.
At the line for Austin, number 6, 1 shot.
One shot.
A little over a minute gone here in the second half. Here's Flash. He's got 5. Pass to Ward. Here's Batista. Off target from three-point range. Austin leading by 9. Here's Fresh. He's got 10. From outside the arc. Vancouver with a rebound.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Here's Flash. Offline with a 3. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Outside Johnson. Down low. Ross with it. 14 points for him. For 3. Flash, that's good. Flash has got 8 points in the quarter.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
They set the pick. Here's Silk. Kodiaks from downtown.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played.
Austin ball.
Austin leading by 9. And Mark
Timeout,
Dagnall
timeout.
has called a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Batista's got 4 rebounds now. Johnson passes to Ross. Back to Johnson. Beyond the arc. And it's Junior with the rebound. Austin leading by 9. Pass to Fresh. Here's Silk. He tries for 3. And it's Maverick with a rebound. Batista's got 5 rebounds in the game. Launches a 3. Can't get it to drop.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
That one goes. Count it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Pass to Flash. Picked it out of midair. Here's Silk.
Powerful.
Oh, yes. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a dunk, B.A.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. For Vancouver, they've gotten just 3 of 8 shots to go in the third quarter. Here's Flash. Outside Ross. Down to 5 on the shot clock. To halt the run. Oh, got a piece of it. Ross against Junior. Pass to Silk. Junior outside. 6 on the shot clock. That one falls. Junior's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
Hits the 3-pointer.
He's really carrying the load, but no man can do it all by himself.
Pass to Goose. Back to Junior. Here's Silk. Here's Goose. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. For Vancouver, they've gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. Here's Flash. He's got 11. The 3 ball. Another 3 for Vancouver.
Timeout. Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
Austin leading by 9. Here's Fresh. He's got 10. To the middle. Davis can't hit.
That is a disaster. Honestly, I'm embarrassed for him.
Outside Johnson. There's a screen. Pass to Maverick. Lets it fly. That's good on the jumper. Batista's got 7.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Here's Fresh. The Cobra passes to Banks. Here's the Cobra. Davis from long range. And the three-pointer goes. Davis has gotten his second bucket.
Yeah, he's just a confident shooter from a three-point range, even with the D hovering near him.
Outside Edwards. The fader. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Batista's got his third basket on the night right there.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Davis a screen. Here's the Cobra. No good from outside. And so it's Edwards who brings up the ball for Vancouver, trailing by 8. Malone, pass to Maverick. Here's Edwards. He's guarded by Nance. Here's Johnson. Pass to Davis. Austin grabs a miss. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Nance, the pass to Davis. Here's the Cobra. Here's Fresh. He's got 10. The floater. The rebound by Malone. For Vancouver, they've gone 7 of 13 in the second half. Right side Edwards. Pass to Davis. It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Malone. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And we've reached the end of the third. Austin ahead. They're up by 8. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. We've got Edwards, and it's Ross in at the point. Here's Fresh. Back to Junior. Takes the 12-footer and hits it.
Assistant, Weaver.
Junior's gone 3 of 4 here from the field. Outside Edwards. Now Ross. Back to Edwards. From downtown, Austin grabs a miss. Goose has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Austin leading by 10. Junior passes to Silk. The 11-footer. Davis with a rebound. Vancouver shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. It's Ross on the wing. Austin grabs a miss. Fresh has got 4 rebounds in the game. Junior outside. Pass to Silk. Here's Junior. And he buries that one. Back rim and in. Junior's gotten 4 this quarter. Here's Vancouver. A 12-point game. Here's Malone. Here's Batista. Checked by Davis. Outside Edwards. Malone. Pass to Ross. Pass to Edwards. Baseline try. Good on the bucket.
And you can expect him to make it when the D is trash like that.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. And we've got a timeout called by Mark Dagnall. He wants their game plan to be crystal clear at this point. up with Allie LaForce.
Hi, guys. Well, Mark Dadnault was just reviewing the plan with his team. He implored his team to use the clock. He said the clock is our friend. No need to rush things unless they give us a free one. Let's squeeze them out of this game. Back to you, Brian.
All right, appreciate it, Allie. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth now. Junior outside. Launches it. And it's Maverick with a rebound. Batista's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Back to Edwards. Pass to Ross. Davis, a screen. Goes up at the stripe. Hits the rim on the way in, and the bucket is good.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here is Junior. Here's Fresh. 4-3. Good. And the assist goes to Junior. Junior's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Effort like this makes you wonder if they've already packed it in for the game, ready to go into the next. Gotta at least show a little heart out here.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver. Vancouver, they've gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Austin leading by 11. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
His first turnover. He's been extremely steady with the ball tonight.
And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Ross passes to Flash. And here's Johnson. It's Ross on the wing. Clock at 6. There's the triple. Gets the 3 ball to go. Ross has got 19 points.
And his perimeter shooting might be the key to trimming their deficit.
Absolutely, and they have to continue to go to him.
Junior, a screen on Edwards. Here's Silk, guarded by Edwards. Here's Silk. No good, a bit long that time. For Vancouver, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Junior against Ross. Pass to Flash from the arc. And Goose pulls it down. Goose has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Banks. And count that. 2 points and a chance for one more at the line.
Number 3.
I mean, that was just terrific work to stay in control and finish.
moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Austin.
Their offense has been a well-oiled machine. They're moving the ball around, playing for one another, and just piling up assists.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
They've got plenty of time to get back into this.
Yeah, I'm sure they feel pressed, but this is when you have to stay calm and execute.
Has to flash. Let's go with a three. Austin grabs a miss. Here's Fresh. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
First personal foul.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
Shooting for Austin. Weaver. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And he makes a first. That one's no good. Vancouver shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. And here's Ross.
Austin foul. Number 13. Second personal foul. First team foul. At the line for 2. Ross.
No good on that one. And the second free throw is good. And it's Austin with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth. Pass to Silk. Back to Junior.
Vancouver foul called. Ross. Third personal foul. Third team foul.
Here's Banks. Pass to Silk. Shot clock at 5. No good that time. Now here's Johnson. Here's Flash. Here's Batista. Hey, expanding his range. Gets the 3 to fall. And that's a double-double for him now.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Now here's Junior. Here's Goose. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim.
Number 13.
Here's Flash.
Remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Puts up a 3. Banks pulls it in. For Austin, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Here's Silk. Good. And that basket makes him 8 for 14 for the game.
And despite the defender's length, he goes right up from the mid-range.
Hey, when you trust your shot like he does, it doesn't matter how much size you're giving up. He feels the mid-range in his territory.
The steal. And here's the fast break. Vancouver with a rebound. Flash has got 4 rebounds now. For Vancouver, they've gotten 4 of 9 shots to go in during this fourth quarter. 1:14 left to play in the fourth quarter. Batista, soft touch off the glass. Batista's got 9 points here in the second half.
It's harder to thread those passes inside, but the reward is evident.
And we've got a timeout called by Mark Daigneault, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. Making a switch here. Davis is checked in. .11 left to play in the fourth. Goose passes to Junior. Here's Fresh. Six to shoot. Pass to Silk. He shoots a 3. Nails it from beyond the arc.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
And as it should be, to be this dominant on another team's score, look, when you go home, you're going to go home feeling good.
Davis against Ross. Davis, the pass to Fresh. Lets it go. Goose, good.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Here's Flash. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Silk. So we see Austin getting the win here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do. You have to try to take the crowd out of it.
That concludes the first game of the NBA season. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Richard Jefferson, this is Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. And time now to present our player of the game.